In this video, I'm going to teach you how to pay less for the comic books you want on eBay. And if you stick around to the end, I'll even show you my latest eBay haul. Let's do it. What's up, guys? BJ Kicks here. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them, all for your viewing pleasure. And I want to welcome you back to another episode of Comics 101. This is the series where I teach you all the things I wish I knew when I first got into comics a couple of years ago. Now, if you're interested in comic book related videos, unboxings, hauls, stuff like that, then may I suggest you hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell icon. That way you're notified when new videos of mine go live. Now, this video is going to make some people mad. It's going to make some retailers mad. It's going to make some speculators mad. And it's probably going to make some other collectors mad as well, because I'm giving out all the secrets. As you guys know, I like comics. I think they're pretty dope. And what I like more than buying comics is buying comics at bargain prices. I like to get a good deal. And one of the best places to get a good deal on comics is eBay. But there are some key steps that I think you need to take if you're looking to get your comics for less money. Because eBay is also the place where people will immediately put their comics up for sale if they think they're going to get up or, kind of skyrocket in value. So I'm going to give you 5 tips in this video to help you save some money on the books that you really want on eBay. And like I said, if you stick around to the end, there might even be a surprise or two. Now, I have one caveat. This list of tips is not necessarily for you if you're a speculator. If you're one of those people that buys comics just so that you can flip them on eBay or on other sites, then perhaps these tips won't be as helpful for you. But if you're someone like me who just wants to read good stories, maybe you're attracted to a certain cover, maybe, there's just other things that you just love about comics and you want them for your personal collection, well then, this video is for you. And these tips are going to help you add to your collection without losing so much from your bank account. You guys ready for the tips? I'm ready to give them out. So if you know anything about me, you know that at one point I was a huge sneakerhead. That's actually where the name of this channel, my nickname, comes from. And in the sneaker community, we have one saying, and that saying is the same as our first tip. Patience saves pockets. Now, I know that chances are you've gotten one of those announcements. Maybe you got the Key Collector app installed on your phone and you get an alert, right? So-and-so says this movie's in development. Michael B. Jordan is, producing Static Shock. You get an announcement like that. You see an article come out. Maybe there's a new MCU movie announced. And then all of a sudden, the book that you want is on eBay and the prices are just rising. And you feel like, oh no, if I don't buy this right now, the price is going to be even worse and I'm going to miss out on this book. Well, I'm here to tell you once again that patience saves pockets. Don't rush to buy the book that you want as soon as the news hits eBay, because there tends to be an initial spike and then a lull, and then maybe it spikes again and kind of holds that value. But usually the value that it holds is typically less than that initial spike ever was. So for example, last summer, the Static #1 comic was going for about $10 on eBay, and that was for the Polybag Collector's Edition. Well, I grabbed one for about $10 on eBay, and then a few weeks later, the announcement comes out, Michael B. Jordan is going to produce a Static Shock movie. And then all of a sudden, that same Polybag Collector's Edition #1 was regularly selling for $80, $90, $100. Even the A cover without all the collector stuff was selling for $60, $80, right? Well, right now, about a year later, that book is selling for about $40. It's definitely higher than the $10 that it was, but a lot lower than the $100 it was going for. So if you can resist that urge to buy a book as soon as an announcement is made, chances are you can save a lot of money. And unless you're looking to buy it specifically for collectible or for resale purposes, it's okay to wait. You typically don't need it in your collection immediately. So that's the first tip. Patience saves pockets. Don't buy a book just because something gets announced about it. Wait a little while, and chances are that price is going to come down. Now, the next tip that I have for you specifically on eBay is to add books to your watch list and then just let them stay there. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but eBay has tools built in for sellers. If you put a book up as a buy it now, or even as an auction, and people add it to your watch list, to their watch list, after a while, eBay will say, hey, you should make an offer because you have 4 people who are actually interested in this book, but no one's bought it yet. And chances are that seller on eBay looking to make a quick buck will go ahead and make that offer. So maybe you can get a book for 10 to 15, even 20% less. I've seen it happen several times just by being patient. Once again, adding a book to my watch list and kind of letting it stay there. All of a sudden, I've got a really good offer from a seller who's probably pretty reputable. So now I've paid less for the book that I want. So add a book to your watch list. What I do is I search for books, I add them to the watch list, and I kind of just wait. See, does the price go up on the auction? Does it stay there? Or if it's a buy it now, does the seller make me an offer? Or can I make them an offer? And that leads me right into tip number 3. So the third tip is to make best offers of your own. You don't always have to wait for a seller to make an offer to you, although if a seller makes an offer and you accept, it's pretty much guaranteed you get that book. But you can also make best offers of your own on a lot of these buy it now listings. So let's say static number 1, you see a listing, they've got it listed as buy it now for $80 or best offer. Maybe you can send that seller an offer for $60. You don't want to lowball people too much. Typically what I do is, unless the price is just outrageous, then what I like to do is I make an offer that is less by the amount of shipping, right? So if they're selling a book for $60 and they want to ship it to me for $8, I might put in an offer for $50 or $52 and see what they say. That way I'm saving that extra shipping cost and they get to unload their book. So make an offer. A lot of sellers will have a specific threshold. So if you don't reach their threshold, it'll decline your offer automatically. But if it doesn't decline it automatically, they've got to consider that. And they've got 48 hours to make a deal with you or your offer expires. So that's a great way also to get the books that you want without paying the listed price on eBay. So make your own best offer. Let me know how that works out for you. And number four is like a real game changer. This is something that I noticed a little while back now. I've built up full runs of a lot of the series that I really love. I've got a full run of Ultimate X-Men. I've got a full run of most of the Milestone Media titles, Icon, Hardware, Blood Syndicate. I've been filling in my collection, and the thing that's been key to me filling in these collections quickly and inexpensively is buying comics in lots. Now, if there's only one issue that you want of a book, maybe it doesn't make sense to buy a lot of comics. And when I say a lot, I just mean like a ton of comics at a time. So let's say, I really, really want Static issue 45. Well, I can search for Static comic lot on eBay. And a lot of times you might see a seller who's unloading issues 40 through 45. And chances are you'll pay less for that lot than you would for the individual key issue. So if you're looking for key issues, this is a great way to get them as part of a discounted deal. Because think about it. This is eBay. A lot of the people that are on eBay selling comics are not huge comic book fans. A lot of them don't necessarily know what they have. They don't know that one issue out of that bunch is a lot more valuable than the rest. They just got a bunch of comic books. Maybe their uncle passed them down to them. Maybe they've been taking up space in storage for a long time and they don't want to pay that facility fee anymore. For whatever reason, they want to unload those comics. And you, being the savvy buyer, can take advantage of that. And hey, if you buy a lot of comics and turns out you only needed 2 or 3 of the 10 issues, you can always go in and sell them yourself and use that extra money to pay for some of the other stuff that you wanted to buy in the first place. I've done it several times. It's super dope. And now the last tip is one that might seem obvious to like some older eBay users, but it saved me a lot of money, and that's why I saved it for last. The last tip I have is to use eBay's saved search feature. And here's the real key. Turn the alerts on. Email alerts and push notifications. You want to do it. Unless you're somebody who just hates notifications on your phone, this is the game changer. So again, the big way that I built up my collection was by searching for comic book lots. So for me, I'm a big Milestone Media fan, so I might search for hardware comic lot or icon comic lot. And instead of just searching that every now and then, I set that up as a saved search in my eBay app. And I turn email notifications on. Now, I live on the East Coast, and I typically get up pretty early. I got a kid I got to take to school, so I'm usually up by 5 or 6 in the morning. Well, every morning I've got an eBay email waiting for me that says, hey, here are the new results for the static comic lot that you've been searching for. Or even if you got a specific issue, maybe you're looking for static number 1 or hardware number 50, right? You set up those alerts, and eBay will send you an email every morning that there is a new listing or a new auction with that book in the title. I can't tell you how many times I've woken up, gotten that email, and found that someone listed a book that I really wanted at a buy it now price that was less than what the going rate had been. And I was able to snatch it up just because I woke up early and had that email. Saved searches and eBay shopping alerts are absolutely indispensable. If you want to get good deals on the comics that you want, you got to turn those on. That is the last tip that I have for now. If you like those comic book tips and you want more information like this, then again, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. That way you're notified. And let me know in the comments below what other questions you want answered in this Comics 101 series. Now, I did promise you guys I was going to show you some of my most recent eBay purchases. So here's a surprise unboxing. This was a lot of comics that I bought on eBay. They shipped it in a first class mailer box with some cardboard. Here's some protection. Let's open it up and see what we've got. So rest assured, I'm not just telling you guys to do stuff because it sounds cool. I do this stuff all the time, and it has absolutely helped my comic collecting. Never cut the book, just cut on the cardboard up here. This is a set I'm actually excited about. So I've been collecting all the original Milestone Media titles, and once I finished collecting those, I'm almost done. I got like 3 more issues of Static left that I need. I was like, you know what? Let's expand this to all the other Milestone Media titles. So this is a lot that I purchased on eBay of Heroes. Heroes was a book by Milestone Media that spun out of the Shadow Cabinet. It's basically like their version of a Justice League or so. So Heroes, aka The World Needs Heroes. Here I have issue 1, issue 3, issue 4, and issue 5. So Heroes only ran 6 issues, and I was able to get these 4 issues for like $30, where the most recent listing I've seen for all 6 issues is $200. So as you can see, just being patient, looking for, as much as I can get for as little as I can get, saved me like $150 on these books. And issues 2 and 6, I'll probably be able to get for maybe a total of $50 if I'm lucky. Probably a lot less. Issue 2 is going for a lot less than issue 6 is. So I could probably save even more than that. But that's just one example of being savvy on eBay and saving a lot of money. Now, next up, I got another package. Again, I'm on a quest to complete this run of Milestone comics. Okay, so this one is first class mailer in saran wrap. Get the saran wrap out of the way. And sheesh. These are not in great condition, but I didn't pay a lot for these. So some of these are bagged and boarded, some of these are not, but let's get these in order. All right, so this is a set of books that is just begging for a new bag and board. But this is Cobalt. This is another series from Milestone Media that I actually did not have any issues of. So I was able to get all of these for, what did I pay for these? I want to say 20 bucks. But this is issue number 1 of of Cobalt. Issue 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 on the back, featuring static. Love that. Issue 8, 9, and 10. So basically Cobalt 1 through 10. I'm only missing... No, I'm not missing any issues. This is a full run of 1 through 10. What's crazy is the seller listed it as having issues missing. I guess they didn't realize there were books on the back of those bags and boards. So I got Cobalt issues 1 through 10. And let's see how much I paid for these. Wow. So including shipping, I paid $12.22 for this lot of comics. This was listed as 8 comics, issues 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But instead, I got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for $12. It was $5.99 plus shipping. That is crazy. And they were all in pretty good condition except one that bumped up against the box. Not bad at all. $5 if I don't count the shipping charges for 9 comics, 9 issues of a long out of print series. This is the type of stuff that you can get on eBay if you set your alerts, you're patient, and you wait for a good deal and don't just jump on the first thing that you see. So all of these comics cost me less than $50. These are all out of print titles that I needed to complete my Milestone Comics run. This is awesome. This is super awesome. So again, I paid $5.99 for this Cobalt lot. And for the Heroes lot, I paid $36. Seriously, when these titles were going for so much more. Especially for people who have the full run collected. So if you're patient, you're willing to wait to build up your run, you can still save money even though cons aren't open. So absolutely do that. Now, one last tip that I didn't tell you I was going to give you. One last tip that I have is to bid on auctions. Now, I know you don't want to run around bidding on everything, but bid on auctions with a price that you're good with, and just see what happens. I once bid on a full run of Icon. I got it for $170 when the next full run was going for like $500. Just because I bid $180 and no one outbid me. I saved like $300 on that full run of Icon. And I've done the same thing for runs of hardware. I've gotten comics for prices that I did not think I would be able to because they weren't super high in the search traffic. They weren't things that people were that weren't super sought after because I waited until they were out of the news cycle to order them. So place a bid. You never know what'll happen until you try. And if you bid on an item, you'll get an extra alert when there's only 9 minutes left on the auction. So if you got the time to watch the computer, watch the clock, you can save a lot of money on your comics that way. So that was the last surprise tip. Thanks for listening to all my eBay tips and for watching my haul. I hope you saw something you liked in this video. And if not, hey, that's cool. So you can always buy what you like. Just make sure you read what you buy and be nice to others because kindness makes the world go round. Peace.